Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
Holiday cooking brings joy, but it's also one of the biggest sources of accidents for older adults. You can probably imagine that burns, slips, cuts, and kitchen fires skyrocket this time of year, and most of them are preventable. Today, I'm going to walk you through the simple steps that can keep yourself and or your aging parents safe in the kitchen during the holidays. Whether they're cooking with you, helping from the side, or just wandering in to check on things. In today's podcast, you'll learn what to watch for, what to fix quickly, and how to create a safer, calmer kitchen without killing the holiday spirit. By the way, I'm Esther Kane, a retired occupational therapist and certified aging in place specialist. As an OT, I've helped families create safer kitchens, and I'm here to help you feel confident and prepared. So let's get right into it. We can all probably agree that holiday cooking has this special kind of energy. You know, the smells, the memories, the sounds of pots clanging and timers going off. But when you add older adults into the mix, that cozy kitchen can quickly turn into a risky environment. I remember working with a woman once. She was 82 and she loved cooking for her family. Every Thanksgiving, she insisted on making her famous sweet potatoes. One year, she leaned over the stove to reach a pot in the back and singed her sleeve. It wasn't a serious burn, thank goodness, but it reminded her family how fast things can go wrong, especially when mobility, balance, and reaction times change. It's also important to note here that her choice of wear also contributed to this accident. Never ever wear anything that is loose when cooking. The issue I want to stress here is that kitchen accidents don't always happen because older adults are careless. They usually happen because the kitchen moves fast and their bodies don't. So let's talk about how you can keep yourself and everyone else safe while still enjoying the experience. Okay, let's start with the biggest kitchen hazard during the holidays: clutter and crowding. Holiday kitchens are full of the following: hot pans, cords from mixers, spills, pets, people, decorations, rushing, last-minute chaos. This combination is rough on anyone, but especially older adults. So do a quick sweep before cooking starts. Clear walkways. Move bags off the floor. Put stools or boxes out of the path. Keep pets in another room. Wipe up spills right away. Keep cords short and out of the traffic line. Your goal is simple: make the kitchen feel calm and predictable. Next, let's talk about the stove, the most dangerous holiday hotspot. Older adults can have slower reaction times. Reaching over hot burners or carrying heavy pots is harder than we realize. Here are a few ways to make the stove zone safer. 1. Keep the back burners on for anything simmering or boiling. This reduces the chance of knocking a pot over or burning an arm. 2. Turn pot handles inward. Not all the way to the back, just enough so sleeves or walkers don't catch them. 3. Use a timer for everything. Many older adults struggle with short-term memory. A simple kitchen timer can prevent burned food and kitchen fires. If it's easy enough to do, I would recommend an Alexa device in the kitchen. It's so easy to say, "Alexa, set a potato timer for 30 minutes." And then you can also add, "Alexa, set a cookie timer for 10 minutes. Why? Alexa lets you create multiple times, and when it's done, it will say something like, "Potato timer done." As long as you name the timer, Alexa will call them out by name. 4. Avoid loose sleeves or dangling fabric. As I said before, if your parent loves cozy sweaters, and many do, just roll the sleeves up a bit, and for the love of God, avoid wearing scarves. 5. Don't lean over the stove. If your older parent does this, you can say something like, "I love that you want to help. Let me move it closer so you don't have to reach." The wording matters. You're not taking over. You're making safety easier. Okay, now let's move to knives and cutting tasks. This is an area where injuries happen fast. Older hands may shake, and grip strength can be not what it once was. So here's what helps. Use rounded edge knives or dull blade choppers for simple tasks. If hand strength is really weak, cut only soft foods to cut, like herbs or bread. Use non-slip cutting boards. Keep cutting tasks small and manageable. And if chopping is too hard, work on other kitchen tasks such as tearing lettuce, seasoning dishes, mixing batter, folding napkins, or arranging cookies. There's so much to do when preparing a holiday meal. Now let's talk about burns next. Burns are really one of the most common winter kitchen injuries for older adults. Here are 4 tips to help you reduce that risk. 1. Use oven mitts, not dish towels. Dish towels slip, oven mitts protect better. 2. Let someone else handle heavy pans. Roasting pans and casserole dishes are heavier than they look. 3. Put heat-safe pads on the counter so you're not searching for a safe spot to set something down. 4. Keep the path in the kitchen clear. This means keeping pets out of the kitchen, cleaning up any spills on the floor, etc. And talking about the floor, don't forget that slips in the kitchen happen more often than people want to admit. Holiday kitchens can become very slippery. Oil splatters, water spills, ice cubes drop, and everyone is moving around at the same time. So take a minute to do the following. Wipe spills right away. Put a towel under the sink for drips. Wear shoes with good traction. Avoid throw rugs, they slide easily. Even a small slip can lead to a fall, and a fall can change everything forever. Okay, now something that I think is so important but so often ignored, especially by older adults. I'm talking about fatigue. As we all get older, it's very normal, very common to get tired faster, especially when standing for long periods. Fatigue affects balance. Fatigue affects grip. Fatigue affects judgment. A tired person is more likely to reach for something the wrong way or lose their footing. So I encourage you to build in natural breaks. Pull up a chair to do some tasks. Not everything has to be done standing up. Take breaks between tasks. Sit in the kitchen or the living room for 10-15 minutes before starting the next project. Better yet, create a menu that allows you to work on meals beforehand and then create one meal each night for a few nights. I used to spend a week making dinner for Thanksgiving. I chose recipes of things that I could make and store in the fridge and then just heat up on the day of the holiday. That strategy worked well for me for many years. Remember that presence and participation matter more than constant activity. Now there's another overlooked risk I want to talk about, that is dehydration. Holiday cooking is warm, busy, and distracting. Older adults often forget to drink water when the weather is colder, and even more often when they're busy. So here are 3 tips to help you keep yourself and senior loved ones hydrated. 1. Keep a glass of water nearby. 2. Offer warm drinks. 3. Take little hydration breaks. Know that a hydrated brain is a safer brain. Now let's talk about microwave safety, because this one surprises most people. Microwaves are easy to use, but sometimes older adults often struggle with things like reading the small display, timing things correctly, lifting hot bowls without good grip strength. Amazon has these really cool bowl cozy holders. I use mine all the time. It's just a thick cloth material that sits nicely under a plate or a bowl so that when the dish is done in the microwave, you can lift it out of the microwave without burning yourself. Just go to Amazon and search for microwave bowl cozy holders. Finally, let's talk a bit on the topic of holiday cooking with older adults. This is important. At least I think it's very important. Older adults want to feel useful. I think most anyone does, honestly. They want to feel included. Don't you think everyone wants to feel included? They want to feel needed, especially around the holidays. Cooking safety doesn't mean pushing them out of the kitchen. It means giving them tasks that match their abilities. As we wrap up, here's what I want you to take away. Holiday cooking is special. It connects generations. It brings back memories. It lets older adults feel part of the heartbeat of the home. You don't need to eliminate the risks completely. You just need to manage them with awareness, gentleness, and a plan. And when you do that, you create a kitchen that's not only safe, but joyful. Because the best holiday memories are made when everyone feels included, supported, and cared for. That's it for today's podcast. Thank you for joining me today. If this episode brought a little calm to your day, share it with someone you care about. Maybe someone who could use a reminder to pause and reflect. You'll find more gentle reflections and resources for seniors and caregivers at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And come back tomorrow for another daily moment of calm, guidance, and encouragement, right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Until next time, take care of yourself and the ones you love.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.